Hey guys, how you doing? This is Gaijin Hunter, and I'm sorry it's been so long since I've done a weapon demo. I've been really caught up in work, and also I kinda suck at some of these weapons. I'm good enough to get through, but not exactly, it's not really flashy if you see me play it. But anyway, I thought I'd get back to this series because the whole point was not to hunt really well, it's to show you how to string together the moves that were in the tutorials. And then you can look at the weapon and hopefully realize that I'm not a pro player at all these, and you would judge whether or not you want to try it or not. So this set is my Uka Uka U. It's got attack up large, sharpness +1, mind's eye, which I don't need, weakness exploit, which is nice, evasion +1, which I always use on hammer, and also tremor resistance, which I don't need as well for this hunt. So a lot of useless skills, but again, the point of the hunt is not to be doing min-max and wonderful hunting, but to just demo the weapon in case you guys haven't seen it. There's a lot of really good hammer users out there, especially if you watch the Zinogre videos. They know how to preempt him so well that it looks like they're just pounding at air, but it seems like every time they do the final hit, they whap him in the head. I'm not that good, not even close. So I'm hoping this will show you a more real-world example of how the hammer might actually look in the hands of a normal player. Hammer is a very good, feel-good weapon. I do believe that the Charge Blade has taken a lot of the steam out of it because it can KO monsters so well. But there's just something wonderful about the simplicity of the hammer and just smashing things in. It still makes it feel really good. So I still think it's a very viable weapon, especially if you're really good. You can do a lot of damage with it. You'll see me whiff like that a lot. Zinogre is actually, in my opinion, a hard monster to hammer. Only because his head sits up really high, so you have to go in at an angle, otherwise you hit his chest, and if you don't time it out right, you end up missing the head. So he's very easy to hit in the head with a horn, but not so much with the hammer. So when you watch videos with people really just creaming on his head, you can be rightfully impressed. Anyway, he likes to give openings, and you'll notice I like to use the this I guess would be the level 1 or level 2 charge uppercut. Not only is this a really good move to close in distance, but it also does decent KO damage, and also chains right into the 3-hit pound. That 3-hit pound is really your meat and potatoes when it comes to both damage and also KO. So you're going to be wanting to create opportunities to exploit that. Again, because I'm not a real pro hammer user, I can't always find the right opportunity to use them, so I will end up relying more on the uppercut. There is a fabulous level 2 kind of super slam charge, but I have to warn that if you use it online and you actually hit somebody, it'll actually send your teammates flying. Even though it does really great stamina damage to the monster, be careful when you use it. I got really lucky that I connected with these last 2 hits because I totally whiffed on the first 2, and usually when you whiff on them, you whiff on the entire combo, and nothing feels worse than that. I had some nice, I guess, diagonal shots at his head with the uppercut, so I was feeling pretty good. Again, hammer is not one of those weapons I've used a whole lot, but I do find it a lot of fun. I am using the Raging Brachydios hammer, so I am overpowered for this hunt, which just makes the fact that it took me over 5 minutes to kill him pretty pathetic. But that's fine. We're just trying to have fun. So some people have hammer sets that use the skill focus, but I find that it charges you into this, the super slam, way too fast. And if you're online, you don't want to be using that move a lot, again, because you're going to be hitting people. It's the same deal with the horn as well. When he charges at you, just charge right at his legs, like behind him, and you won't get hit. That's my best strategy for that. He does like to turn around after he hits you, so if you can get really good at that, then that's a way to go about it. If you notice, he's exhausted because I was using a few super slams. This is one of the great selling points that Charge Blade can't do, but Hammer and Horn can do, which is really exhaust monsters. And when they're exhausted, it is free hits. So it's really great with the group, and it's even better when you're solo. If you notice, I did skip ahead a little bit. It's because he had a phase where he was enraged, and I did really bad to the point that it wasn't even entertaining to watch. So feel good about yourself. I'm not a god. I'm not that good with all the weapons. There are a few I do feel that I'm good at, but not all of them. When the monster's down with the hammer, you generally want to be doing that triple pound. You can chain into it like that, or you can just stop, take a pause, and then hit him with the triple hit. This was pretty funny. I leave the area, and he literally only took one more hit to kill, so Boom. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the hammer demo. Sorry if my plane wasn't up to snuff, but I think it gets the idea. And finally, by popular demand, I'm gonna let Rihanna, I will accept her failure. So shame on her. I let her be shamed a lot. And look at this, we have the god of the Monster Hunter Wiki, Kogath, and he's up. So he's the bureaucrat of the Monster Hunter Wikia, and if he fails this quest, man, he's gonna be in all the rest of my demos laying on the ground in shame. So good luck, Kogath. Anyways, hope you enjoyed my demo and happy hunting.